What's up? What's up? We're here with another episode of BoomBox Weekly.
You're listening to BoomBox Weekly.
What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of BoomBox Weekly. I'm Gentel, Sharrie.
I'm Omar Cook. You already know what time it is. BoomBox Weekly team in the building. Let's go.
Yes, yes. And we have music artist Speed Walton with us today. Woo, woo.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all. I'm glad to be here. That's what's up.
Yeah, so you got an impressive career so far. You're signed with SMG Agency, and you were just named 2023 new member class by the Recording Academy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, we got some things going on now, man. Things are starting to pick up for sure. That's definitely some cool,
Some cool accolades.
cool
Right.
accolades. Yeah,
That doesn't
yeah.
happen every day.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a lot of work though. Anytime something cool like that happens, like those wins, for those people who seeing that, and then it's like all the sleepless nights and all the days you didn't get paid for nothing, all the hard work you put in, sleepless nights that, you just in the gym practicing, you ain't even in the game yet, you just sitting watching from the stands like, damn, I wish I can get in the game and show them what I got, It's more of those days than the win, so that's very important to note too, So I'm be very grateful and ecstatic about anything that happened because it's all from a genuine place and just hard work. And, I always make a joke. I said, it's cool when I get wins because we never cheated to win. So I think that's something special to me and the people that surround me to just keep it real and keep it authentic and genuine and know that we didn't take no shortcuts. We had a lot of roadblocks and that we maneuvered through to get to where we at right now. So and we still hungry, we still working. It's just another night in the gym to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. People don't see the process that comes with working in the industry and really putting out the work.
Facts.
Yeah.
They just see the work and
Think you just got there.
you just got there.
Yeah, because
I've been working.
Yeah,
I've been working.
the internet has a way of doing that, you know what I mean? Where everything just look like a highlight reel for everybody, but not a lot of people get to see the other things that go on and not so, congratulating times and where the celebration and the confetti in the air and, I got an announcement and it's always something good. Nobody want to see depression shit either, but you know what I mean? But it is, the internet shows just it's like a highlight reel. But yeah, it's a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of work that go into anything that we do for sure. We ain't take no shortcuts.
Yeah, but you right now you've reached a point in your career where you can say that you've reached a level of success that feels good. You've overcame a lot of obstacles. What would you say is something that keeps you going along your journey?
Well, just to be honest, just the people who's been riding all this time when it wasn't no confetti in the air. You know what I mean? I'll be lying to sit up here and to tell y'all, yo, it ain't been times where I've been like, I'm done with this shit. I quit. I want to quit. You just feel defeated. Things ain't going your way. Sometimes you trying as hard as you can and things just don't fall. The cards don't fall like you need them to. You might, and you might be doing everything you can. And that's just how life, let alone this industry in entertainment works. It's not for the faint of heart. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to go through all the lows and, to feel them highs. And you got to just stay in a medium type of realm just because you can't get too high off the highs or too low off the lows. So, I feel like that's really what keep me going, just knowing that I got a fan base, a cult fan base that really rocked with me through, them, I'm in the basement, I'm in them hole in the wall clubs, smelling like cigarettes, leaving out, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe only 10 people there to being able to, rock shows with legendary artists that I came up listening to and stuff. I mean, that's big to me. Even now, I never take none of those moments for granted because like I'm a fan first of just hip hop and music in general. So I'm still like a big kid when I'm doing them things because it just like it brings me to a nostalgic um, time and the reason why I started doing it in the first place. You know what I mean? So it's cool to be able to see the growth and experience it in real time. So I just try to stay present. You know what I mean, and not look too far ahead and don't look too far back and just kind of just appreciate the moment I'm in now, you know what I mean?
Yeah. From the basement to now, seeing the growth that you've done, have you been documenting your journey?
Not as much as I should. I mean, that's one thing about me. Like, I'm so, like, for me being a writer too, I'm more comfortable in the back. Like, like I just, for me, it's just like, maybe that's some Midwest shit, like coming from Ohio, being from where I'm from in Cincinnati, like just kind of like, just like and just kind of let the art speak for itself. But that is something now that I'm getting more into because I know people want to see it, and when that's the case, then no matter how I feel, it's like it's a must because I wouldn't be in the position I am without a following, without people actually enjoying what I do and giving a fuck about it. Like if nobody is caring and buying the vinyls or buying the merch or paying for tickets to come to these shows or streaming the songs and just even saying my name or even caring like yo this dope, then I wouldn't be where I'm at now. So yeah, it's something that I really need to do, and I'm actually getting into it now. We actually working on the documentary, and it's footage from a long time ago, 10
Okay.
years until now. Like, so everything that has been documented and all the new stuff in the last couple of years that we definitely consciously made a decision to document stuff we have too. So it's going to be fun when that finally comes
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're on a heck of a journey. People don't get to see what you see. From your eyes. The life of being in the music industry. You're gonna look back, 10 years from now, and these are gonna be crazy memories.
Sure.
How did you get started? Like, where did it start for you?
Well, honestly, like just growing up in Cincinnati, like my granny and my mom and my whole family were really religious and in the church. So I could say from the community in the church. I mean, that's where it started from. I mean, that's where my love for music came from. Just you know, my mom and putting a harmonica in my hand want me to be like Stevie Wonder, and I'm throwing it like I don't want no damn harmonica. But the funny thing about that is like from that moment and her just piquing the interest, that was a like defining moment in my life. Like even though I never really end up being Stevie Wonder and then going crazy with the harmonica, I actually started experimenting with instruments and starting to appreciating the actual instrumentation of music. And then when I found out about hip hop from my older brother, I wasn't allowed to listen to hip hop, which, like most people, that enticed me even more.
Right.
And my brother used to have these tapes, so I used to sneak and get the tapes. He used to pass them to me, like, listen to this. And it was a lot of East Coast stuff, a lot of South. Like, he'd have anything from, like, the Locks when they was with Bad Boy or, like,
Yeah.
Money, Power, Respect days. Or then he'd have some 8-Ball MJG. And it was, like, a very vast collection of music, which I'm so thankful for because, I got to see a lot of different sides of hip hop and styles.
Right.
And just it was just cool as a kid, like coming up listening to so much different music and not really being restricted, like because I'm from the Midwest, so it's like a gumbo. So we had East Coast, we had West Coast, we had South music, and we had Midwest music. So it wasn't like a thing like where we was stuck to one thing, which I think helped shape the artist I am today. And that's what really kind of like started my journey and got me loving hip hop. Like, yo, I gotta sneak to do it to the point I'm just write poems turned into actual raps and songs. And my granny gave me my first rhyme book. It was supposed to be like a journal or a poem book, but it turned into a rhyme book. And that was literally my start. Like, so I attribute a lot of things to my granny, my big mama, RIP, and just my community where I was in because, hip hop is just a part of our culture and our DNA. So when I stepped outside, I listened to a lot of hip hop, heard a lot of soul and jazz and you just gospel music in my house. So all of those influences play a part in the samples I choose and the type of music I make. Like all my music have live instrumentation, and I don't think it'd be like that without those experiences. Like I purposely play with a band and put live instrumentation over my drum loops and samples and add all of that in to make stadium music, to make it big. Like just cause it's that underground ferociousness and the energy of the music is still musical. Like even if you didn't like rap or hip hop, somebody who just into like just indie or alternative can still appreciate the musicality in the music that I create. So I think that's cool, and is the reason why I got kind of a nice diverse cult following. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you also created your Pearls album. What song means the most to you?
I think I'm like, just the way I create music, like every piece is like an art piece within itself that's essential to the whole fabric of what it is. So I don't know if I have a song in particular, but I will say the outro Pearls within itself, I think it sums up who I am, what I'm about, and what that album embodies. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, I would say the outro Pearls is the song that does that to me, and which is the outro and the title of the whole project.
You rocking pearls right now, so
Right.
go ahead and explain, what the pearls mean to you and why you named your album that.
Oh yeah, Pearls is kind of not even double, triple entendre, but I just quick summary of it. Pearls in general, like when I think of pearls, it reminds me of my grandma, and she used to have these like elegant pearls she used to wear when she went to church or got fancy, and I used to just always see her with them, and it just really, it made me think of her, and I started studying pearls as I got older and seeing the symbolic meaning as far as pearls and what they meant in Africa. And, just from royalty, whereas pearls and what it takes to actually create a pearl, you gotta go through some shit to even come out to make pearls. So I felt like that's what pearls embody. That symbolism embodies what my career and the album and what it took to get here. It took a lot. Every song is a pearl of wisdom. You know what I mean? It's a gem within itself. So it's like a triple entendre meaning, but just pearls is a heavy meaning. I actually I have a if you check out my Instagram and my YouTube, it's actually a trailer, and I actually broke it down from start to bottom. This is just a quick summary for y'all because it's kind of a lengthy explanation, but I broke it down. I broke the science of it down. You feel me?
Check out
Make
the
sure y'all tap
tool.
in. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And we are going to take a quick little break and give a shout to our proud sponsors, 24/7 Live Culture.
Ready to turn your passion into a career? At 24/7 LC Film Academy, we offer acting, screenwriting, and filmmaking classes with multiple options including Zoom and in-person classes in Los Angeles. Apply now and join our community.
We are back, and we are here with Speed Walton, artist here in the building with us. And how would you describe your music in the industry?
Blueberry pancakes on a easy Sunday morning. You know what I mean? I think it's just a breath of fresh air. I think it's where a nostalgic feeling meets contemporary energy. Where the two worlds collide. Art, you know what I'm saying? Just timeless art. I don't try to make like fast food music. I would make soul food. Yeah, it takes a little longer to cook up. You know what I mean? But when you get it, it's nothing like it. And that's how I like to describe my music. And that's when I'm creating, I'm always creating from a genuine, organic space. I'm not doing it just to like get views or like try to, go viral, as they would say. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing it because I love it, and I want. When you riding a train or getting in your car and you going to hit your 9 to 5 or you going to do whatever hustle you got going on, you thinking and you listening to this music and it's getting you by. You going through struggles, it's getting you by the day, you know what I mean? And you could turn it on and anybody from any world can relate to it because no matter where you from and who you are, we all go through struggles no matter what that struggle is, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
If you had one song, that you would say as your favorite song that you produce, wrote, sang, what would it be? Or project. Could be project too,
That's a good question. I would say not to even, because I know a lot of artists do that, like whatever they say, they always say the new shit. But nah, real talk, like I think Pearls, just because like, I did that with my homeboy that I grew up with, and we came up in the game, you know what I'm saying, both from Ohio, and to see him, come from the porch to a Grammy with Beyonce, that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? And we did that album for because the people wanted it. And we worked on that album through like the whole pandemic and a little after that. So it was years. We was just working, like tinkering here and there, and that's just how I work and he just kept me super motivated. And just to do the project and just the people where I'm from and just a lot of hip hop heads in general just was very supportive of me actually putting out another album. Like, yo, you need to put out another album. Because it had been like, I think my last project, Real Name Speed, that I put out was in 2019 or 2018, maybe end of 2018 or early 2019. So it's been a few years. And, I think it was just time, and I think I'm just very happy with the cohesiveness of the album because I think, like, every positive thing about each project I ever dropped, whether it was, like, a mixtape or, like, one of my real album, like Real Name Speed or something like that, like, it got all the strengths from each of those projects and it was turned it into one thing. And I think I finally it's like when you're looking at X-Men or like mutants and he's like, I know how to harness my powers, like a superhero know how to harness his powers. It was like now I feel like I'm in control of my powers. I can, and utilize them at the height of what they're supposed to be used for. And I also can bring in other mutants or superheroes, I should say, and add them in, and we can cohesively make something together and just make some timeless art. So, I'm like what everybody do say, I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. But so every project is important, but I think Pearls is like if you want to really hear not just bars, but like you want to hear amazing structure and songwriting. You want to hear just cohesiveness and the musicality. I think it's something for everybody on that album. So, yeah.
When it's all said and done, man, you got to leave a major impact, right? So what do you want your career, what do you want your catalog to say about you? You know what I'm saying? What do you want to say to the world?
I just wanted just art. They only got to say that. They don't even got to say it like this art. And that you can leave it like that, timeless art. Yeah, them two words, I think, combined or separated is all the same to me. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I want people to take away from the music. Like when I hear, it's like Kendrick, right? When I think about Kendrick or I think about a certain artist, like, and it ain't a lot, but when I think about certain artists like that, like, you know what I mean, just to name him or, just, man, I'm pretty sure like a Lupe or like a, it's just certain artists like they not just or Ye even like, just bodies of work like you hearing you like, damn, I can still listen to this like, like it was a moment, and even if you don't hear them all the time, it's just like when they affect culture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I want to be seen as an artist. Like, yo, he he wasn't chasing nothing. He was
What
in
it
his
was.
own wherever he was at. He took you there in that time. And you can go back and listen to them projects or them songs and be like, damn, this still hit. You know what I mean? And that's what I wanna, be known for, and that's what I want my legacy to be about, man. Just like, whatever he did, whatever lane he was on, it was authentic to him, and and it was truly me, and I gave you the best of me in that present time that I could give you. I didn't shortchange it. I really put my heart and soul into it, because to me, that's what mattered. I think for me as an artist, like, and I see this with a lot of artists, like, when I'm writing for certain artists, they always thinking about like the algorithm and the numbers
Yeah.
and things like that. And I think when you operating from a space like that, it don't always translate into music. And or it does, and you can hear it. It's not like a like it don't sound organic. It don't sound timeless. You don't hear it. It just sound like
It's for business.
Yeah, and even when it's a cool song, it might be a catchy song, but it's something that you gonna listen to for that week or two.
Right.
And you ain't gonna never turn it back on. And y'all know what I mean. Y'all done probably heard songs like, oh, that's cool.
1,000%.
You know what I mean? You ain't never turned it on again. And if you don't hear it on the radio, then you ain't listening to it with most people. They listening to whatever, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, or wherever else, YouTube, wherever they listening to their music at.
Right.
So, like, for me, that's what I'm against. Like, you feel me? Like, because it's so many artists like that, and everything is so fast food that I want you to experience something different from my music and me as an artist and a creative in general. Like, I want you to know that it's authentic and it's love and it's real. And I want you to be able to take something away from it. Like, if you can't use nothing and I'll drop something even if it just something simple as make you feel good, like, or it don't got to be nothing prolific. Like, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as you leave with something, some type of knowledge, some type of different form of energy that just you didn't come with before that you can use and utilize in your life. Because ultimately for me, it's about saving lives and bringing people together from all walks of life through the art, through the so. That's what I represent, and that's what I care about mostly. Like, it ain't no image with me. Like, my image is just that. Like, it's authentic, it's genuine, and I want people to feel that through any interaction, whether that's personally, if you come up to me, like I caught the train here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was gonna ride my motorcycle. I was like, you know what? I ain't rode the train. This only my second time in life riding a train. You know what I'm saying? The only other time I rode a train was in New York. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, in the Midwest, we ain't really no train people. We drive cars, or like we got other means, or we in the we on feet, or we in the car. Like, it ain't really our bus. Like, we ain't no trains or nothing like that. So, like, I rode the train just to catch a vibe, and I actually seen somebody who knew who I was. It was funny. And he was like, oh, man, I know you, man. I was like, where? He's like, yeah, man, I listen to your music, man. You dope as hell. And it was cool, and it was random, and it was cool, and it just... that, he was like, man, when I go to work, I be playing your shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? And that's the type of interaction I like. Like, you can use it for, like, man, I'm just getting through my day. Like, I just throw you on and just, it just make me feel like I can do it, or I'm, like, and it's 100. And that's what I want people to really feel like, when you come to a show, you don't feel like it's a red velvet rope that's keeping you away from me and the music. Me and the music are one. Nah, let's remove the red velvet rope. We in here together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter no matter what you do, you might be a videographer, you might be a host, you might be a writer, you might be an actor, you might just be a dope person. You feel me? Just living your life, going to work, you know what I mean? But whatever it is, we all together, like, and that unison of bringing people together is what's important for me, through the music.
Yeah, the music game needs that right now. Needs some real people in the game, some real people that spit some real lyrics.
Yeah.
real songs. I mean,
Yeah.
you look at the landscape of mainstream media, not a lot of artists is really pushing a lot of positivity across the board, making music that really feels good, right? You know, a lot of, like you said, you're gonna listen to it for the week, you know, you're gonna turn it on, so
Right.
you're a little club banger. But I mean, really, like, how much timeless music is really being made in today's time that's being pushed on that type of level. So it's dope that you're, you know, combating that and really putting out some music that makes people feel inspired.
Yeah, man. You know, when you think about it, like I don't know if y'all seen, like, you see how many layoffs it is in the labels right now. Well, just in corporations in general right now, we in a crazy time.
Yeah.
But like, just to keep it music, like it's been so many layoffs. Like as of recently, like last week. I mean, they going to label. First it was Capitol, Universal, and you know, and it's funny to me because you don't see a lot of people pushing. Like, where's our generation Lauryn Hills, or where's our like they push you out of the way, even with, like, you know, like they don't promote, they just don't, that ain't something they promoting, but it's still jobs getting cut. So I think that say a lot, you know, just even how people consume music nowadays. It's all music. Every time I hear people promote music, it ain't really never about how good was the project, what was the first week numbers.
Right.
Like, who gives a hell about the first week numbers if the album was horrible?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But people care more about the popularity of something more so than the quality. And it's showing that. I feel like, especially in our music, hip hop and R&B and blues and soul, our music as a culture, it's a direct reflection usually of what's going on in the community, the world. And you see what's going on in the world. It's, to be frank, excuse my language, it's fucked up. It's a fucked up time.
It really is.
So when you think about that and then you look at what's going on in the music, it make a lot of sense. Look what's being promoted. Look at the artists that's mainstream, bunny ears, you know what I mean, that's really being pushed. The artist is actually being pushed in front of you into your eyes and ears. What's going on? You know, and you know, you when you think of people like, you know, that's why I'm glad, you know, it'd be a few, they'll let one or two like a J. Cole, but they've been around. But it's a very select few that they let slide through the cracks. And like even them, they got to kind of tinker a little bit and play the game. So, you know, it's a very controlled system. And, you know, the real know what's going on. And by now, I think it used to be very like Wizard of Oz where it was occurring, but now the veil is kind of removed now, and people starting to see, like, I even see kids on the internet like industry plant. Like I remember that was a secret. I remember that was like a term like 8-10 years ago that only certain people behind the scenes really use. But now you just hear people saying it right when somebody come out like, oh, that guy's an industry plant, like, and it be young kids, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of the matrix is starting to get, you know, seen, and people starting to figure it out slowly but surely. But I don't know what that looks like in the system of music. All I know that in my realm, what I got, this is who I am and what I gotta do. This is the purpose that Allah sent me to do. So I'm just here as a vessel and a messenger, and you know, I'm just doing whatever I'm called to do. And when I try to walk away, I get pulled back to do it. So making music, whether I'm writing for somebody or and I'm in front of the mic with myself doing my own music, I mean, I just gotta keep it real, man, with myself and my loved ones, you know. So this is who I am genuinely.
Yeah, and it's only up for you for sure. So
I appreciate that.
No problem. Where can your fans follow you, or new fans, as I would say, that's watching?
Oh yeah, my name's Speed Walton, SPEED Walton, WALTON, and yes, that's my real name. For those who are wondering, if you don't know who I am, that's not a stage name. It's my actual real name, and you can find me at Real Name Speed on any platform. You know, you can find the music. So Real Name Speed is all my social sites if you want to connect and listen and just watch the journey from there. Speed Walton on all platforms if you want to go check out the tunes or watch videos and stuff like that. I'm on there, you know what I mean? Just find me wherever you go get music, you can find me, I'm pretty sure, you know, man.
Okay, well, tap in with Speed and also tap in with his album Pearls.
Yeah, please do. Y'all make sure y'all listen to Pearls. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, appreciate you coming through, Speed. You already know what time it is. That's BoomBox Weekly. I'm Omar Cook.
I'm Gentel Sharrie.
And that's a wrap.
One love.
You're listening to BoomBox Weekly.